Hello there and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Sue Phillip from Canada, and today I've got for you another creation using some celebration items, a little sneak peek from Celebration 2021. It will be running from January the 5th till February the 28th, and these are going to be 2 stamp sets that you can earn for free, as well as other items. There's 8 of them in the little brochure that we've got, 8 different items that you can earn for free. If you want to check out any more of those items, you can just, at the end of this video, I'll have a link to my playlist, which is Celebration 2021, and you'll be able to check out some of the other items that you can get your hands on, okay? So for today, I'm combining the Corner Bouquet, which is a unique stamp set. I'm really enjoying using it, as well as Heal Your Heart. So this is just a beautiful stamp set with lots of caring sentiments in it, and I just love the scripture of this. So I thought that these would pair very well together. I'm going to create this card with you, and then I'm going to show you one other card that I've created using just the direct ink approach to this stamp set. So this is the image here, and we are going to bring it to life with lots of different color. Okay, so let's get started and you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so for today's project, I am going to bring in a card base of So Saffron. I have got 2 pieces of Whisper White. The first one is just the matte here, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I've got another one which is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Now for our little saying, I've just got a couple scraps. I'm going to be using some Highland Heather as well as vellum. I love the look of vellum, especially with these type of cards. It just adds a little bit of airiness, a little bit of extra detail, and you can see the coloring underneath, which is nice. Okay, so don't forget about vellum when you are creating some of those projects, because they can add a really unique look and something special to your cards. Okay, so for today's technique, we are going to be using our Stampin' Write markers. Now you can buy these in the color families as well as an entire set of them, which has all 40 of your colors. I am going to be using kind of a little sampling. I've got pinks, purples, greens, and I'm going to be using that to color directly onto my stamp. So the nice thing with these Stampin' Write markers is it is the same ink that is in our ink pads. So you can go ahead and you can just start coloring up your stamp, and you can color the flower separately. So I'm going to start with a bunch of greenery here, and I'm going to just go over the stamp. I'm using, let's see, what have I got here? Granny Apple Green. I love this green. It's a nice bright color, and it's nice and cheery for this bouquet. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go in and I'm going to color all of the greenery. Now there's some areas in here which I can tell are little tiny flowers. So those I am not coloring, of course, with the green. I'm going to make those a different color. As I do color, you can see that I don't color directly up and down. I don't want to wreck the tip of the nib of the marker, so I color more on an angle, and you get better coverage that way as well. So let's see, we're getting there. So just imagine the possibilities that you could do with all the different markers that you've got. You could have these any color. And think of some of your other stamps that you've got that you could do this direct marker to stamp technique with. So any bouquets are always a great idea, even if they're smaller, even just a flower stamp that has a stem and your flower, and you don't want to stamp it in one color. So you could easily use this technique and it would be nice and quick on a small stamp. It's also, these markers are great for if you have, say, small little sayings that you want to be able to have different colors, but you don't have a ton of stamp sets. This is just another way in which you can use your markers to extend those colors of ink that you've got. Okay, so I've done all the green, as you can see on there. I'm going to turn actually my other light on here and just add a little bit more light for you. That might help. And let's zoom in a little bit, shall we? There we go. That makes it a bit easier for you to see. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use a couple shades of purple. I'm going to use this gorgeous grape. I love the names of our colors. So fun. So I'm going to use the gorgeous grape on these larger flowers. So I've got some here, and then I've also got a few of those flowers over here. So again, I'm coloring on the angle and just kind of going in. Now let's see, I gotta have a look here. This one is also on that stem, so I'm gonna do this one here, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to go in with, what have I got here? Highland Heather, and I'm going to do these, to me, kind of look like irises, little purple flowers, so I want to just do those ones up that color. I'm going to bring in a little, let's see here, daffodil, and I'm going to color these ones here. I wish I knew all the names of all these flowers. We have a lot of them in the garden. I need my husband here. He would know what they are. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use a little bit more purple down here. That's another light purple flower. Okay, so I'm going to finish off with Melon Mambo, which is a fun name again. Nice bright pink color. And I'm going to go in. This is almost like a glad type of look. That little set of flowers. Again, don't know the name, but they are beautiful. Okay, so I think that I have got all of those done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, because I colored the green so long ago, and chances are it's dry now on the actual stamp, I need to just kind of breathe over top of the stamp. So you're going to hear me kind of just kind of breathe and huff like that on the stamp. It's a larger stamp. You need a little bit more breath. Okay, and then what it does is it moistens up that stamp again so that when you stamp it, look at that. You've got all those beautiful colors. So for this card, we're going to do this again. And again, I can do this quickly now that I know where my colors are going, because I can kind of see on the stamp where they were. And we're going to go in from each direction for this stamp. And we're going to use it as a spray, as you can see on here, coming from the top and the bottom. And then in between, we will have our little sentiment, which will cover up where the two of them join. So we're getting a little bit tricky. So this actually says, well, this is a corner stamp, they say. We are going outside of that corner and doing it from the top and the bottom. So let's see here. I'm trying to do this coloring as quick as I can here for you. Now, during celebration, there is going to be items in the celebration flyer that you can earn for $60. This is one of them. This is the corner, what is this one called? Corner Bouquet. Also the sentiment one that we're going to be using today, the Heal Your Heart, as well as the Darling Donkeys, which I've got a video there for you that you can see 3 different, this is again in the celebration playlist, you can see 3 different ways to use those Darling Donkeys. And I've done a couple different fun folds with them, so you can check that out. But there is also some gorgeous, gorgeous papers that, whoop, colored on my hand there, paper packs that you can also earn at that $60 mark. So I did do, I think it was called Field and Bloom, is the one that I did featured in a curvy dome box. Again, it's in my playlist for Celebration 2021. So it was so much fun to do that box. So please check that one out as well. And those papers are stunning. Here we go again. Now let me just stamp from this side here. Perfect. Okay, so there we have got our flowers top and bottom. Okay, takes a little bit of time to color, but it is so worth it. Like, just look at how beautiful that is. Now I'm going to pop you back out here so you can see as I assemble here the different layers. I am going to bring in my adhesive and I'm going to just do a white matte. I know that we stamped on white, but I like the look of the white matte and then the white over top, because we came to the edges, right? So it just kind of frames in like this is a piece of art, and I like the look of that. Now, before I go any further, I want to get my saying ready. So for this one, I'm doing a sympathy card. So this is sorry for your loss, and I need, it's underneath the card here, the Gorgeous Grape. So I'm going to do tone on tone. So this is the Highland Heather, and I'm going to do Gorgeous Grape over top because it's subtle but very pretty. Now I'm going to attach this onto my vellum. Now I want to hide my adhesive for the vellum. That's one thing with vellum, is that you don't want to show your adhesive through. So this is when you're layering it, the vellum underneath. I'm going to use my grid paper here to make sure I have this straight. Looks pretty good. There we go. Yep. That looks good, just like that. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this over top of the vellum. So then when I attach the vellum, I can put my adhesive here where you're not going to see it. So you always want to have a way to hide where your vellum attaches. Now I'm going to bring in some dimension, and we are almost done this beautiful card. I'm going to show you another sample where I have used the corner bouquet actually in the corner of the card. So you can see what it looks like coming out from the corner, as well as I have got another totally different look for this stamp set that I'm going to be sharing in the next day, because I'm going to be taping another video, and it's just a whole other look. So this, you know, you might think, what can I do with this corner stamp set? But you can actually do a lot of different looks with it. So I want to be able to share with you some of your options of what you can create. So I'm laying that down right in the center. Isn't that beautiful? Covers up where those two bouquets attached. They're not in the corner. So for this card, it's not a corner bouquet. Straighten out my camera there for you. But it is lovely. And I'm going to finish it off with, where have I got here? These right in front of me. These are brand new from the new Mini Occasions catalog. So the new catalog, this is it right here. This one, it's going to be running from January to June. So this launches the same time as Celebration. So you can buy items out of this catalog, which are amazing. And then you can earn these items that we're creating with here, the Celebration items, for free. So if you happen to purchase, say, $60 worth of items, then you would get to choose one of the Celebration options. One could be the stamp set, for the corner bouquet, or this one that has the sayings, or the donkeys, or the papers. There's a few, okay? If you happen to purchase $120 worth of stuff, then you have a couple options. We will have a stamp set, which I'm going to be, it's called Touch of Ink. I'm going to be again demonstrating some things with that one. It's a larger, gorgeous stamp set. It's at the 120 mark, so you could get that. Or if you wanted, you could get this corner bouquet and Heal Your Heart, or you could get two of the $60, okay? So it's kind of neat. So the more that you spend, of course, the more things you get for free. If you happen to use my host code when you're placing your orders, I will mail you out. These are new from the mini catalog. These are pastel pearls, and they are gorgeous. I am going to be giving those out, mailing them to anyone who places an order through my online store using this code in the month of January, and your order is $90 or more. So at the $90 mark, you would get one of your celebration items for free, and then you would also get those pearls mailed out to you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my video today. It's just another way that you can use these amazing markers here, the Stampin' Right markers, other than just for coloring in images that you've stamped. So you can color them directly onto your stamps for multicolored creations. Now here is one. I promised I would show you another. Okay, this is another one here. I placed this actually in the corner this time. I brought in one of our dies from Stitch So Sweetly, and then just stamped the thank you saying. Used a couple of the other little stamps that are in the box here. So there's a little flower, and this one here, and this one here, and just did a little bit around there. This is a brand new gorgeous grape ribbon that we have available in our catalog in the mini that will be coming out, and it's just really, really pretty and easy to tie. So that is just another way that you can color and place using that corner bouquet stamp. Okay, all right, so I hope that you will stay tuned for more of my creations using Celebration 2021 items. If you want to check out any of my other videos, you can go to the playlist. You can subscribe, you won't miss anything. And I've also got several other videos for you to check out in my video section. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.